we plan on using the parking lot, maybe not necessarily for training, but definitely for spacing, so kind of what I was referring to earlier. If you have, like, say these two pods or racks are a pod, those two are a pod, and these two are a pod, then you can have an area outside where people are standing. You can have an area over here where people are standing. I mean, there's such a vast amount of space here that essentially we're far under, like, the safety guidelines. Now, one thing to note is that this facility, since it's being used as a classroom, falls under the classroom restrictions, which across campus is a maximum of 30 people. So while this facility obviously is much larger than what would constitute a 30-person limit, we're going to keep it to 30 just to ensure that the safety is a number one priority. So like I said, we've just been able to be pretty creative with it in a way that we set up different workouts. So at the start, essentially what we're going to do is have the groups of athletes standing on the outsides. The only people who will be in this vicinity are the people who are actually doing an exercise. They'll be doing an exercise either for reps or for time, but it's going to be very controlled by the coach who's involved in that workout. And then when they're done with that, they'll leave the area. The next group will come in. So the standing area, or the rest, whatever you want to call it, what's not here, whether it's outside or in the infield, is going to be a very spaced situation, 15 feet at a minimum. And then in here, obviously, the racks are actually set up to a 14-foot spacing, which is the CDC standard. And so that's taken care of, but they'll be able to do their work here, and then they leave, the next group comes in. And really, as we start to progress that program, the space we have here is really just incredible. I mean, if you think about the possibilities, you can be doing an exercise in here, pairing it with something that is involved with the track, the infield. There's 4 courts right there. I mean, so whether it's shuttle work or different drills, the possibilities are really good. And those are inside. There's 4 doors here, there's a garage door here. We can open those doors, move outside. Or we can create a system where athletes are doing something on one side, coming through, going around, and circling back, and then you rotate through like that. So really, with the way the facility is set up, as long as our athletes are understanding exactly what it is that they're trying to accomplish, then the possibilities are very, very plentiful.